Hi, I'm Emma Stepney. I'm a course leader for graphic design. This is an arts-based graphics course that is 100% coursework. The first part of the course will be very much teacher-led, so we'll teach you loads of different techniques, both digital and mixed media. We'll teach you how to use the Adobe software, so Illustrator and Photoshop mainly. For off-screen, we're really lucky. We've got a laser cutter, we've got the facilities for screen printing, we can do lino, heat pressing for t-shirts and stuff like that, so we're very well equipped.
Hi, I'm Macy and I study graphic design, history and psychology at Godalming College. So I was really attracted to the graphic design course, mainly because of what I saw on open day. The books that I saw from previous students were amazing and such high quality, and also I was interested in pursuing marketing.
Hi, my name is Lara and I study graphic design at Godalming College. I chose this course definitely when I went to open evenings here and I got to see previous students' past works and how creative and fun it would be.
So my name is Shay and I decided to choose graphics because I was initially always interested in art. I think straight away you can definitely come into the course with a passion just simply for art because it's such a free subject. You can start with, say, photography based and then literally just take it anywhere like I did, so yeah.
Hi, my name is Abby and I study graphic design, maths and English literature. Well, I chose to study graphic design because I really like the creative aspect of it, but I like the idea of it communicating something and not just being a pretty piece.
The first part of the course is 60% of your final grade, so that's component 1. That really starts in January of your first year and will run right through till February in your second year. So it's quite a long project, which is why you want you to be really ambitious and bold with your idea development. You can see this piece behind me. This was for an interior design project that one of our upper 6th students did, and it was really trying to push the idea of being naturally creative and avoiding AI. So it's kind of a really exciting final piece.
So this is my final piece, which I created for graphic design over a year period. This project was inspired by the graphic design artist Paula Scher, which is why I've got lots of bold typography behind me.
My project started with definitely bringing inspiration from my artists and then playing around with posters and just visual communication, and then it got into me making my 3D designs, starting with small mock-ups and then going into the big thing.
My most favourite bit about the course was probably how free you can go with it. So I started off with such broad ideas and then I basically just limited them down to this.
So this is my final piece for component 1, and I chose to do a brand focused on sustainable fashion, and I wanted to create this sort of like display piece with loads of components in each to not only show, you know, the skills of like embroidery and collage, but also pattern making and photography. I think it shows a wide range of skills.
Component 2 then starts in February. That is a shorter project, which is 40% of your final grade. You'll get an exam paper from AQA and you'll have 1 of 8 questions to respond to. Equally, we want you to be ambitious with this, but you have to kind of achieve your final outcomes in a 15-hour practical exam. If you want to go and do any university or go and do something creative after Godalming College, we'll help you with portfolios, help you with interview techniques and all of that sort of thing. So we're really supportive with that. Lessons, we have 3 lessons a week of an hour and a half each, and then we expect 4.5 hours of homework after that.
So when creating my project, a really important part of it was planning, and lots of these pieces were created in prototype form before they were made at this scale.
The teachers have definitely been very supportive. We get one-to-ones every week, so they really help tell us what's going well and what's not, and how we can progress further.
So all the teachers are great, they offer great advice, we have weekly one-to-ones, and yeah, we can always speak to them whenever they're free, and they are in most of the time as well, so yeah.
Imagining the book as kind of your journal or your log throughout the whole project. It's meant to let you reflect on how your work has gotten better and how you can move forward with your project, and it's really important to especially keep up with annotations as it helps probably the examiner understand your whole thought process and design process.
So this is an example of component 1 book. Obviously, we like the pages to look really exciting, really busy. Lots of techniques, you're kind of covering all of the assessment objectives. Lots of annotations so the moderators know what you're kind of deciding to do in your decisions. And then all of this will then lead to something ambitious like this final piece behind me. So it should have links to designer research, so probably 4 of those would be ideal as a minimum for component 1.
So throughout the graphic design course, there is amazing support from all the teachers in the department, and that's really helped me in being able to be ambitious with my project.
My favourite part about the course would definitely be how free we can be and how much of our own style we can bring into our designs, and just play around with it and have fun with it.
So with graphics, there is an exam, but it's not your typical writing an essay. It's just sort of within like a day-ish of work, you complete an outcome, and that's very like time pressure because that's when it's done, it's done. I think my favorite part of the course was the initial stages of both projects, which involved a lot of like experimentation with materials and artists and styles and trying to figure out what works the best for each project.
So after I finish, I'm actually going to take a gap year and hopefully go down the line of doing like a product design course.
After Godalming College, I definitely want to carry on with graphic design.
Once I've finished my course at Godalming, I'm going to go on to do a history degree. If you're looking at taking graphic design as an A-level, I would really recommend coming to the art festival, which will be in July, and you can see loads of exhibitions just like this one.
It is a really exciting department. We have a very much open door policy, so you can come in your study periods. It's lovely because lots of students bounce ideas off each other. And it's generally pretty lively and a fun department to be in. So if you're thinking about graphic design, we'd love to see you.